Because how I see it, living a better life, having a better family, and making a lot of money takes an eager desire. We have the remarkable ability to get exactly what we must have. But there is a difference between wishes and desires. We have to have the desire to exercise a little more and eat a little less. The I wish I could lose weight has to become, I have the eager desire to lose weight. I'm also sure you've heard people talk about wishing they had more money to pay the bills. But before their lifestyle can change, their wish needs to become a desire. The backbone of an eager desire to change is discipline. True ambition is disciplined, eager desire. If I want a better life tomorrow, I need to start working on it today. Ambition is a minute-by-minute, day-by-day mentality. To have the ambition to work towards a better family life, a newer car, a bigger house, a financially secure future, you have to live it every moment. If living a successful life was easy, I'm sure more people would be successful. If just being ambitious was enough, I'm sure all of the broke and perplexed people in the world wouldn't be broke and perplexed. While most people spend most of their lives struggling to earn a living, a much smaller number seem to have everything going their way. Instead of just earning a living, the smaller group is busily working at building and enjoying a fortune. Everything just seems to work out for them. And here sits the much larger group, wondering in awe on how life can be so unfair, complicated, and unjust. So what's the major difference between the little group with so much and the larger group with so little? Despite all the factors that affect our lives, like the kind of parents we have, the schools we attended, the part of the country we grew up in, none has as much potential power for doing good as the ability to dream. Dreams are a projection of the kind of life we want to lead. Dreams can drive you. Dreams can make you skip over obstacles. When we allow our dreams to pull us, they unleash a creative force that can overpower everything in our way. To unleash this power, though, your dreams must be well defined. A fuzzy future has little pull power. Well-defined dreams are not fuzzy. Wishes are fuzzy. To really achieve your dreams, to really have your future plans pull you, your dreams must be vivid. If you've ever hiked a 14,000-foot peak in the Rocky Mountains, one thought has surely come to mind. How did the settlers of this country do it? How did they get from the East Coast to the West Coast? By foot. Carrying one day's supply of food and water is hard enough. Can you imagine hauling all of your worldly goods with you? Mile after mile, day after day, month after month? These people had dreams, big ones. They had ambition. They didn't focus on the hardship of getting up the mountain. In their minds, they were already on the other side. Their bodies just hadn't gotten them there yet. Despite all of their pains and struggles, births and deaths along the way, those who made it to the other side had a single vision: to reach the land of continuous sunshine and extraordinary wealth. You've got to be a dreamer. You've got to see the future finished in advance. You've got to see California while you're climbing 14,000-foot peaks. You've got to see the finish line while you're running the race. You've got to hear the cheers when you're in the middle of a monster project. And you've got to be willing to put yourself through the paces of doing the uncomfortable until it becomes comfortable. Because that's how you realize your dreams. Dreams are what caused thousands of people to leave their homes and families and start over in a land where anything was possible. To this day, dreams continue to bring people to our land of opportunity. To a country where you can start with little and end up with a lot. Diligence is the mother of good luck. You know, it's amazing how hard-working, smart-working people have all the luck. Now, in addition to these witticisms, Ben Franklin gave us 3 principles of success and ambition that have withstood the test of time. Number 1, happiness doesn't come from big pieces of great success, but from small advantages hammered out day by day. What Mr. Franklin is saying here is that we must be happy with what we've got when we're in pursuit of what we want. You won't be any happier when you reach your goals than you are right now. It just doesn't work that way. You'll be as happy as you make up your mind to be. Right now, whether you're on your way, whether you've already gotten there, you'll be as happy as you make up your mind to be now. Right now. Ben Franklin's second principle said that life is plastic. Within each of us is the power to mold ourselves and mold our environment. It is up to each of us to begin this molding process with a final product in mind. And it is within our power to work it and form it every minute, every day, every month, every year. By using your mind and your abilities and your attitude to work a little each day on molding your life, you'll soon see how magnificent your power is to gain those small advantages each day. The little steps it takes to build up to success.
What's up, everybody? What's up? Man. This is another week where we went up 3,000 pips, over 4,000 pips. Matter of fact, you can see right here on the screen, 3,000 pips in profit at the very least. And then we jumped up 1,200 pips this morning. So I want you to understand this thing is going to go, it's going to go. If this is your first time to everybody on YouTube and the Telegram, what's up, everybody? Let's really make sure, invite people. This is free, absolutely free. YouTube, I'm not getting paid from. I don't have enough subscribers for that. If you want to subscribe, go ahead, drop it, subscribe to it, get notifications when I go live. Go ahead and do that, because at the end of the day, it's free game. You're going to learn support and resistance. You're going to learn what break and close means. You're going to see some automated things that is going to go ahead and take your trading, if you're a beginner, to the next level. If you know nothing about trading, you can do this. If you know a lot about trading, you can still do this, because at the end of the day, it's about automating and, not having to sit at the charts all day. Once I found this, it kind of blew my mind, because I don't have to sit at the charts all day anymore. I get bored. I had to go find new hobbies to do, because I started to get bored because I don't have anything to do anymore. And what do I mean by that? I want to share my screen over here. Look at this here. It literally, I didn't mark this up. I didn't draw these zones. I didn't put the indicators on here. Break and close above this zone confirms idea. If it breaks above this zone, I get to buy it. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to add on some extra finesse to it. We're going to go ahead and drop lines. I'm sure this will be a zone here, and this will be a zone here for Bitcoin, and this will be our zones for the week. And I say the week because this is the free version. There's a paid version where you get 3 zones a week. You get in-depth training on how to use this tool. You get access to the tool. You get access to take profits and stop losses. I'm telling you, it's way more than just this hour that we get on every single Tuesday. So if you're here at the virtual crypto party, what I want you to see is this is the first thing that you're going to see every single time. You wanted to do this. You wanted to trade crypto without having to do research. Here you go. And when you do that, you're going to be able to go ahead and see what day it's going to be, how things are going to how things are going to actually be done. It's an automated scanner. You don't have to have any knowledge. Download the MT4 app. If you don't have it, please download this right now. Download it, because I want you to go ahead and take some of these trades with us this week. And now once you submit your info, it's going to take you over to this page. And you're going to see my face pop up right about now, or the screen share pop up right about now. You come in, I want you to click the unmute. I don't know if you can hear me. There's a mute button right there on YouTube. If you have a guest on, tell them click the unmute button. Make sure they unmute so they can now hear, they can watch this recording. Step one, I want you to learn how to enter trades on the MT4. This video pretty much goes over that step by step, how to actually use the MT4. That's going to be a great video to learn, because when you know how to do it, when you master the platform, trading becomes way easier. You can get a discount package, so you can go ahead and get all the extra zones this week. We have about 1, 2, 3 sessions, including this one. Every single week that comes out with way more zones, way more targets, way more areas. And then honestly, just invite people. The next event, I'm changing this to next Tuesday, which will be next Tuesday is August 2nd. August 2nd. We'll be back at it again. Now, the free group that I want to talk to you guys about is this right here, this Telegram. Because yes, it's going to tell us about our trade updates. It's going to remind us about every Tuesday. But I want you to see how we're going to talk about current events. Texas aims to add the right to use Bitcoin in the state's constitution. Snapchat was worth $131 billion in September. It is now worth 16.3. European Central Bank raised interest rate 0.5% for the first time in 11 years. BlackRock just lost the largest amount of money lost by a single firm over a 6-month period, first half this year. These are things that we got to know. Breaking news about crypto. Tesla sold 75% of their Bitcoin, worth $936 million. That's bearish news for crypto. And then what happened? We wound up catching the sell all the way down to around 1,300 today. So get inside of this group. There's a Facebook community. Get inside of there, ask your questions, and let's go ahead and make sure we're in tune with what's going on every single day in crypto, because right now crypto is very boring. Drop a 7 in the comments in the chat if crypto is very boring right now. If it's not really doing anything, it's just like, oh, well, it's down. There it is, going down again. Knew it was going to happen. It's going down again. That's what crypto does. It's going to get very, very boring. And then when you least expect it, it's going to go on that run. It's going to go up and go up and go up again. So let's go ahead, tune in, listen to the zones, listen to the setups, how to catch sell entries after the impulse. We're about to find out how to do this right now. So I'll catch you at the end of the call, and please have your stuff out so you can take advantage.
Bum, bum, bum. Blow up your Telegram chats. Let them know where you are at. We are at DCX Swipe Coin Scalper Tuesday. Explosion fast session where we go through zones, and we are looking at the next best zones within the crypto market on ETH, BTC, everything. We're looking at everything, right? All right. All right, so open up Swipecoin Scalper. One thing I need y'all to do is open up also your trading view. Shout out to the yesterday session. If you were on it, we did pretty well on these on the bearish. We did pretty well on the bearish. So looks like we got a consolidation on BTC. Let's pop off with BTC since we did ETH yesterday. So we're gonna do our BTC. I'm just gonna drop the overview, like just the steps by steps. I did talk about parameters yesterday. So if you are on a session and you're like, let's say you understand it, but you're still struggling with parameters, like let's say that's what you're struggling with. One thing I would definitely recommend is to hop on the call yesterday. Can Assistant get some Ice Cube or Tupac? Do you honestly think I could play? You tell me where I could find a clean version of Tupac. Maybe I could find a clean version of Ice Cube, but I don't know if I could find a clean version of Tupac. Like, I'm a Biggie fan, to be honest. So I'm actually a Biggie. So think about it. If I'm a Biggie fan, what do you think? You think I mess with Tupac, but I'm Team Biggie. Issa. Just messing with you, but I'm not. If I could find a clean Biggie song, I would. Anyways, so what y'all got right now in the chats? All right, let me drop it. So what you got right now is basically the play-to-by-play. It's about to be 613. It's about to soon be 615. Looks like it's a level of a consolidation, and it's preparing for a potential impulse buy a little bit, maybe at 630. I don't see a 615. I don't see a 615 though, but maybe a 630, maybe 645. We may see something a little bit later. All right. So, let me give y'all, since we're doing BTC is for $250 plus accounts. We are going to do ETH. So if let's say you have a smaller account, I am going to do ETH today too. So today is a fast session. So if today's your first day, please hop on finish this call. After this call, watch my yesterday call. So even if today is your first day, it is going to be faster. And if you don't learn fast, which is okay, it's okay, it's not the end of the world. I do have a session that's also tailored for you too. So just a FYI for those that come on Tuesdays and Thursdays, Mondays are pure, like really value education days, like education, right? I also go over 2 zones, whether it's BTC or ETH. That being said, even if you feel experienced, I would recommend coming on Monday. Believe it or not, there's times I wish that a lot of y'all that come on only on Tuesdays and Thursdays are on my Monday calls, especially yesterday. Yesterday's call was talking about how to catch an impulse, how to catch a sell after an impulse. We did that yesterday, and we got some pips, right? For those that got it. But anyways, we also went through candles. We went through so much yesterday. It was not even only, it was so much. It was so much yesterday, right? We really did a lot of it through candles. Not saying I'm pushing it. I'm still a lines guy, but But anyway, it's now the next time. So there was definitely no close. So that's why I wasn't rushing. Good thing you're a good educator, or I would have left you leave after the comment. I like that you already put the resistance. I like that. All right. So basically, we're going to move the candlesticks to a line chart. That's step 1. Now, step 2. If you ever confused, just do this and see where does it go first. It's going to the resistance zone first, right? So at this point, you're only doing resistance zone. Only doing resistance zone for right now, right? Today is a fast session, so it's not like yesterday. I will go through this in less than 14 minutes, maybe 13, right? So drop resistance zones right now. So if this is your first time on my Tuesday, Thursday call, you usually on my Mondays, people usually would look up the resistance zone for BTC and ETH and see if it matches what I would pick. I would recommend do it about 15 minutes before this call. Don't do it 3 hours before this call. 15, and you should still be around the range, right? So you could drop your resistance zone. You don't have to drop your support now. Drop your resistance zone. For those that are wondering what's a resistance zone, it's right here. Take a pick. So we're creating this. Remember TPS touch point system. 1, 2, 3. As if this is not here. Let's say this whole thing is here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Support. A good support was once a good resistance. A good resistance was once a good support. So when we're looking for resistance, it's good to also make sure sometimes it was once a good support. Pretty easy, right? I could see a resistance, but be mindful as Bitcoin, just because it can be a resistance, you got to still make sure that it's at least more than 200 pips away. You don't want it to be too tight, and then your SL is basically on the other side. All right. Let's see what your resistance is. So I got, all right. I'm so sorry if I'm not saying your name. 21330. You did yours like super technical. Okay. Chin 21142. Debbie 21319. Dom 21154. Oh, I'm getting a lot of different ones. Morgan 21604. Matt, 21,162. Chin. That looks like a new name. What's good? I haven't seen you before. Chin, 21,150. ETH is now breaking out. Interesting. I don't know about that. That's a selling candle. It could be a level of structure, but I mean, it looks like ETH and BTC are doing the same thing. But thank you for that. 618, we're still good. Big Blue, 21,153. All right, cool. I'm seeing a lot of different ones. So let's see what a 50 EMA is at. All right, 21,000 basically. So anyone's with that was under 21,200, it is disqualified. All right, so it has to be at least over 21,200 at least, right? So cool. Remember, we're leading it to the water, right? So I mean, you can see three structure points right here, or maybe two, but it looks like three. It really looks like three. I mean, but yeah, I'm pretty good. All right, 1, 2, 3, cool. So we got three structure points right here. Do we have level of structure on this one? Cool. That is 21,132. Where's the 50 EMA? Ooh, that's only 130 pips. As tempting as that is. Dang. But you could definitely see a level of structure. Only problem is how tight this is. But you can definitely see structure. So, this is a tricky one. This line isn't straight though. It's not straight. I don't want to say if it's too easy, because a lot of times I mean, honestly, if I wasn't on a session, there's a lot of easy structure I could see without ever even moving my mouse, right? But 21,000 is too tight. You may be thinking, Sean, you're wrong. Well, let's just say you were to get in right here and you didn't do the plus 100, nothing, right? What would be your SL? You do minus 300, right? You're going to be at 20,000 and at least 850. And that's if you are disciplined enough to stop at 300, which a lot of people aren't. So you're looking at 350, 400. Your SL is going to be here. This is going to be your SL. Do you get what I'm saying? Man, looks like a very good support, by the way. I'm not going to lie. I like this support. I'm going to make this a support. Someone may be like, what, Sean, you jumped the gun? I'm going to make this a support, but I'm not going to look back. I will look back when we do this in like 5 minutes. So when I do this in 5 minutes, I'm going to go back on this. But I mean, it looks like a decent support, but I'll go back and re-look at it. I may pick the one a little bit higher than that, but for right now, that doesn't look that bad. I mean, I may pick this. I may go back. But for now, do you see the problem here? Like, your SL is basically the support line. That's not what you want. That just throws off the distance between a resistance and supports. It's a lot of problems, right? So this being bended, you need to look at where it bent. It also shows you there was a huge impulse and it stopped on the 15-minute around here at 21,300. Oh, some of y'all did pick that. So let's look at 21,300. Around 21,300. Let's look at that. 300. That's pretty tight on what we want, but let's look around that. We will probably adjust. The Bitcoin has been really tight on structure. We'll look at that. So you're going to have to go back. So you are going to have to go back. Granted, we already did purple, so that makes it good. All right, so we can definitely adjust. So looks like 21,335 is it. So let's move this up. And bam. Look at this, look at this, look at this. And man, you got July 18th. That agrees. While we have the time, I should have brought my Apple Watch. Y'all could drop supports. La, 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 la. I mean, maybe 20,681 may be better. Maybe. I mean, maybe 20,700. Maybe not 709. Maybe 20,700. Maybe a lot better. A lot better. To be accurate, 20,335 and 20,700. Let's look at this from a back there. Ooh. Man, I do not like that. I don't like that, how that looks. Maybe because, okay. I did not like how that looked. I didn't like how that looked. When you do tight sometimes, it's crazy how it does that. Okay, if it does that, then it looks way better. All right, bet. Right on the T. All right, cool. I did not like that. All right, so resistance zone looks pretty good. I mean, 20,335. I mean, you're looking at almost 700 pips. I mean, almost 700 pips with all the stuff. You look at maybe 800 to 900. Not bad. Just finished that. That was like 6 minutes. We did both. Talk to me. Hello. Let me check the chat. Like I said, what chart is this? BTC USD on Swipecoin. All right. 20,828, 20,728. 20,828 is too tight, my friend, Mr. Mark Sanders. I'm not going to lie. Anything, this is probably the closest I'll go. Anything else is too tight. Like, you ready? Look at our resistance zone. It's too tight. Unless you're doing 20,600. Ooh, speaking of that, man, there's so much you can do right now. So, speaking of that, all right. All right, so now let's fill this in. 20,329. It was really 20,330. I said 21,330 plus 100. We do that to create space. We do that to ensure that that's a break and close. If you're not sure, look right here. I just don't want you to call anything below this a break and close. So most of the time when you see a good break and close, it's usually a good couple steps past your resistance zone. A lot of y'all not gonna know, what does a good break and close look like, no matter what. A lot of y'all won't know unless you've traded for a while. So I just give you a 100 pip gap. Usually, if it breaks after that, it's a good break and close. I promise you, if you pick anything less than that as a break and close, it's usually not the best ones. So trust me, I helped you out with that one. So you're looking at 21,430. So basically, if it closes past here, you're looking at a good break and close, right? All right, support is 20,700. I'm just gonna round to that. Minus 100. If it closes below 20,600, potential BTC USD sell. All right, now, baba bing, baba bam. So, we at 626, that was BTC. Hello. Let me see what y'all have. Cameron 6.5. I like 20,726. I like that. All right. Drop some flames in the chat if you're already enjoying this session. Hello. And not only that, so let's talk about potential. What would you do for a target zone, Sean? What would you look at for TP? I know you can't give it, but what would you pick as a zone? Granted, if I give you a zone, you can use it as a TP if you want. I'm not giving you a TP, but I'm just giving you the next soft zone. You could use it as a whatever you want to use it, but I'm showing you the ropes to do it. So when you're at 21,430, that means basically after that, you're closing. You could either plus 300 from whenever you enter the market, officially enter, or you can mark up the next zone that you see. So, but at the end of the day, you do want to give space and ensure that that's what you want. You know what I mean? So right here, 21,620 is definitely a good structure. But by the time you get in, that might be about 150 realistically. Be realistic. Don't be pessimistic. Be realistic. 21,630, you may get, by the time you really in, you may be 21,500. So you're going to get maybe 134 pips. That's roughly projected potentially like $13. Is that, I mean, that's okay. If that's all you can get, that's okay. But you could always strive for more. We always would love for you to strive for around 300 pips. So let's go to the next one. This is a soft one, even though this broke through a couple of times, but it's soft. 21,816. That's definitely, yeah, 826 potentially, maybe. Let's look at it a little bit. If I'm being technical, I mean, I'll still probably do 21,806, right? That's not that bad. 21,806. It's not that bad, right? And bam. So you could use that as a potential. It's up to you what you would like to use it for, right? So you, at the end of the day, this roughly around 400 pips from here. So by the time you get in, you probably have a good 300 and plus pips to go. So you at least know what it could potentially get to. Hello. So it's 629. Bam. Let's also look at doing super trend, which is step 4. Step 4 is basically typing the word super trend in indicators. And super trend is your friend, guys. Like, I mean, I hope everybody's using super trend, right? Who's using super trend? Say me if you are. I hope everybody's using super trend. Make sure your inputs is 1-1. And bam. So super trend is very good for when you're about to get in and when you are in. Again, super trend is 6:30 now. My Instagram is KINGSEUN3. We basically finished BTC just like that. If you were on my session yesterday, you're probably like, whoa, so Sean, we're going way faster than we did yesterday. Yeah, and we still got ETH. We still got ETH. And we're going to also put this on TradingView too. So then we're basically about to be in the halftime. So basically just like the halftime show. So this gives you a time to ask a little bit questions right now. We're about to go to ETH. You're going to see me put this on TradingView. I'm going to start answering questions. Once I go to ETH, we're going fast again. So you should see me at ETH in about 6:40 p.m. Central. I'll talk about, what to do right here, but we're basically in the halftime show right now. Shout out to you for doing this Bitcoin. Talked about it. We really did it in like 5 to 6 minutes. Trust me, without me talking, you can do this in like 3 or less. Hello. Look at the flames. I dropped this. Super trend is really good. Super trend is same on Swipecoin basically. What is this project? Adrian, gentlemen, I might need you to hop on my session after this. Hop on yesterday's session. I think you just need an overview because you keep asking. I think it's you that's asking questions on it. You seem a little confused right now. I want to make sure you're good though. I hope that question made sense. All right, so you asked a question. So when you call out a potential trader, you add or subtract 100 pips to the rectangle you draw and continue with the trade alerts before you enter yes. So I do that to ensure that it is a break and close because you don't want to call a resistance and it closes at 21,315.3. I mean 21,351, and trust me, it doesn't look good. Like the close, it looks like a low point, and you're calling that a close. But if you compare it to this picture, it doesn't even look nearly like that. To be honest with you, you know what I mean. So just be careful calling little things a close if you're not going to do the plus 100. So, yep. We're basically done with BTC. Speaking Spanish. I'm speaking Spanish. I speak English a little bit because I understand you. I wish I speak Spanish. Soft structure. Cool. All right, testimony. I've been more patient and more particular about my trades because of you and this community. Thank you. Appreciate you, Mark Sanders. That's a blessing. I love that. Appreciate you. Which sessions would you recommend? I would watch yesterday's session. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of them and they're different. Sean, what super trend do you use in TradingView? I don't really teach on TradingView, but should just be super trend, just 1-1. It's not going to look the same as what you see here. So I would recommend, what you see on Swipecoin, it's not going to look as clean. Swipecoin is very clean in the way just the operations and how it visually looks. It's just smoother. But anyways, what time is it? 6:33. All right, so we're about to put this on TradingView. So open up your TradingView. This is for $250 accounts. While I do that, I'm gonna give you a chance to catch up on anything you need to. So whatever you need to write or whatever. So if you need to write anything here, I'm gonna give you a chance to catch up. We're about to, you can also drop questions. We're not on ETH yet, but I'm gonna give you a chance to get a little water. And bam. Hello. We're gonna put this on TradingView. So open up TradingView. We use TradingView for alerts. The reason for that, I just don't want you to stare at your laptop and wait for a break and close. I will talk a little bit about that. Again, if this is your first time, I need you to hop on my session after this call, the yesterday session, or an overview. Anything in the favorites that has an overview, you need to watch that. All right. Oh, we got Crypto Nick. Crypto Nick is next. What's good, buddy? Nick Gomez. My buddy Nick. Shout out to my boy Nick. All right, BTC is now done. All right, 6:35. Let me see what I see in the chats. Yeah, TradingView Super Trend is choppy. What is the minimum distance between blue line and 50 EMA? Good question. For Bitcoin 200, for ETH 150. And if you're wondering, it's just because of the value, the amount there is, price. All right. Cool. So let's put this on TradingView. Usually you get one ongoing alert. So if your account is bigger than 250, you're welcome to do the Bitcoin. If it's not, you might as well wait for the ETH. So basically you go to this clock. I recommend if you're picking between one and you only have one free one, always do the one where the price is over. So, if you ever confused, like I said, go to the forum and just put it where the blue line is hitting closer to. It is hitting closer to the resistance zone. So you would make sure that if you only have one on TradingView, you would do that. Shout out to the people, international. Shout out to you. Shout out to the people that are doing the translations. I appreciate you. If you are listening to this in a room or this is late at night, can I get a hello? I appreciate you. You just popped in my mind, and I appreciate you for also going above and beyond. And shout out to the people that having to go above and beyond too, to even listen on the session. You probably at home, kids are going crazy, and you even finding a way. Shout out to you too. But anyways, crossing up, put 21430 smoothly like that. Again, guys, I want to. My biggest thing is about being efficient and maximizing the time you have in your life. I just want you to set a box and create alerts and do what you got to do. Like, live your life. If whenever price, the blue line, crosses the alert, all you have to do is look at the clock and you looking at the next 15-minute interval of an hour. It's 6:37. So the next one is 6:45. Cool. You just wait for 6:45. Once it's 6:45, if it's above this, cool. You're good. You have a 5-minute window. The first minute of that 5-minute window, you do not touch your MT4 unless you're getting it ready. But you do not hop in. You let the market reveal itself real quick. So if it's BTC, you look at ETH. Make sure it's moving the exact same way. If you're starting to see that buy you thought, it's going the opposite way. And let's say you're using candles and It's a green candle. And let's say you're starting to see a red candle or the line is going down and you're about to get in for a buy, you may need to second guess yourself and give yourself a chance for it to come back up before that 5-minute period is done, before you get in. If it's now, it was 645 and now it's 650 and it's still going the opposite way, it's not going the way you thought, it's literally going the opposite where you thought it was going, you do not get in and you might as well wait till 7 o'clock. Just like that. So click create. Now we're gonna do 20,000. We're gonna do down. If you have unlimited alerts, you get the luxury of basically mapping up a chart and literally multiple alerts. It's like $10, but I'm not a brand ambassador for TradingView or whatever. It's up to you if you want to get that part. It's like $10. It's separate on TradingView. All right, I explained the process. We basically are now about to do ETH. Trying to get you out of here because we got my man Crypto Nick next. Hello. All right, so we're about to do ETH now. What factors determine where price goes up or down? That's just the market. So, it's not really. That's just the market, and that can be for anything. That's just the market. It's 137. Oh, you're gonna be Arizona? Maybe, more likely, potentially. All right, so price is definitely buying right here, which is good. But remember, we're waiting for it to cross over 21,430. All right, so let's move to ETH. ETH is now for 125. So let's move to ETH. I got some ETH fans. TradingView also goes on a crazy sale on Black Friday. Jay Frederick, I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. What's good with you? But yeah, facts. That too. I mean, that's in about 2 more months if you want to wait till November. So we got August, September, October. Yeah, I mean, if you want to do one free one till then and then go crazy with that. All right. Oh, that is a sharp impulse. All right, so it's 640. We're gonna have to do the resistance zone for ETH pretty fast, just in case. Looks like we got some time on BTC, maybe. Good, that's a maybe. But I would like to make sure that we do the impulse on ETH pretty fast. Can you drop your impulses real quick? Drop your resistance zone real quick. We move the candlesticks to a line chart. The blue line is above the yellow orange, which means resistance zone first. Guys, I'm always doing the steps. I'm always moving. The way I move on the chart is literally step by step. You're not going to see me not do that. You're always going to see me move step by step every single time. Every single time. If you are thinking about, so how do you do parameters? Can you explain parameters, Sean? Guess what? The call yesterday was about parameters. If you go to the second half of the call yesterday, I talked more about the parameters. I also talked about corrections and retracements. I talked a lot. That's what we talked about too. Corrections and retracements. Cool. So we got a lot of. Oh, I loved it. Y'all did that. Yo, y'all did that thing fast. Whoa there, buddy. Woo! It was fast when I looked. So I'm seeing a lot of 1423s. Cameron 65, 1423. Mate 1434. Dom 1423. Fink Floors 1435. Bold and Bright 1439. 1430. Chino 5. It's been a minute. Life got busy. Hello. Freaking Flores 1435. Big Blue 1423. I don't know. That seems a little tight, but we'll see. Where's ETH at? Oh, 1394. Oh, wow. Interesting. 1394. Okay. Let's. ETH might break. It might. 642. Let's look. All right. So let's go up. I wouldn't do it here when it makes sense since it's already up here. I mean, if anything, I would go up to here. You could even do 1433. My. or you can do 1440. Do that end it like you did BTC. I'm surprised BTC has not broke that 21.3 yet. We're gonna have to go back to verify. So let's just start with doing 1440. Let's just start with that. Let's start with that, but yeah, it can be one of these two. We're gonna go back. Maybe 1440, maybe less than that. But I want to make sure that, and I'm saying this because if we choose that, we're basically saying if we choose anything less than that and it breaks through, we are committing ourselves more than likely to get in. Granted, we do add 50 pips, but we're basically going to be committing, trust me, ETH 50 pips is not that big. So that's like right here. We're going to commit ourselves to it in literally less than a minute. Do we really want to do that? So let's just be smart and go back. So you want the market to come to you. If you ever feel like you go into the market, you want to make sure that you are you not adjusting, but you looked at your work. So let's go back and let's make sure price does make sense. So let's look at this. Man, that is it. Wow. It would be game time. Scalper Tuesday. So 1437. Okay. 18 seconds. Did the market come back up? All right. Wow. And June 12th, it stopped around the same area too. This is not bad. Look at June 12th. Man. June 13th, June 12th, and June 12th. June 12th, June 13th. I mean, you got a lot that validates it. Do you see how I just went all the way back and I validated the work? So it's 14 seconds and less than that. So I don't know what the market is now. Did the market close? It closed below. Let's look at it from a candles perspective. Where did it do? Woo! It tapped it, baby. What did BTC do? BTC is close. It's like literally 200 pips, 150 pips. It tapped it. Welcome. Look at the wicks here. Look at the wicks. So we got 1436, basically. We went all the way down to 1436. Man. So when you plus 50 pips, that's basically 1441. So if it has to close over 1441. Did anyone get 1435 to 39? Did anyone get any of that? If you did any more than that, 39, that's not it. Wait, my bad. This is supposed to be a 0. Did anyone get any one of that? If you did, shout out to you. So 14, you add 50 pips, you ignore this digit, so that 50 goes right here. So it really looks like 5, but it's not. I always have to explain that part. All right, so you're looking at 1441.0, right? So we do see some, it's 1440 now, and BTC's is coming close too. Looks like ETH is going to be shooting a little bit higher than BTC, which is cool. But it's still, right now, it just hit 1441. BTC's is going too. You do not get in yet because it did not close. You have 13 minutes left. You always operate off the last close, no matter what. The last close was 1431. If you really just cannot wait, I'm not telling you to jump in, not even hitting it. I want you to look at the other ones here. This will humble you. Look right here. It went tight, got a little doji. I mean, then it went all the way back down to 1360. If you don't know how in pips, that's roughly almost 700 to 800 pips with spreads. That's going to be 800 pips. If you don't know what that is in numbers, so the lowest amount, that's $80 loss. So if you are very impatient, I want you to know, look what happened here. So you wait for a close. You don't make those rules where you don't wait for a close. You wait for a close. So you got to make sure in 12 minutes it closes above this number to validate a potential ETH USD buy idea. Woo! We're cooking right now, right? Talk to me. All right, so wow, Feek and Flores, 1435, right on the money. I like that. Bold and bright, you're pretty close. I like that. Mate, 1434, that was nice. Mamek, good job. Morgan Moss, 1436, that was good. I like that. Good indent, facts. My resistance was 1415. I told you in the chat it's breaking. I'm happy that I was right. It depends when you did it. I mean, I don't know how long ago you did that. You said 1415. I'm a little bit confused how long ago you did that. So, I mean, if you did that, like, let's say you did that like hours ago, like, let's say you did that 2 hours ago, then yeah. So, I mean, at the time I'm doing it, it's a little different, but if you did it then, that's tight. But hey, if it's working for you, good job. We're just catching the next time we can get in, right? So now let's look at a potential, what's the next potential time it could also close, right? So let's say you wanted to look at a potential target zone. Let's say you wanted to, right? Remember, you're basing it off of here. So you're looking at around here, then you're just going up and you're looking for a soft zone. 1470 is a soft zone. That's roughly 250 pips, and within ETH, that's not bad. It's really not bad. That's not bad, to be honest with you. Then the next one is 15. So that's not bad. 1470, it's really not that bad. It's not. For ETH, it's not. Just like that. If you ever want to know how to do multiple, I'm just giving you zones. You could use these for potential target zones. It's up to you. And just like that, you got a potential. I'm not giving it to you, but it's how you could use it. You got potential TP1, you got potential TP2, or if you want to use this as TP, be my guest. But I mean, be very smart in how you do these things, because that's about 700 pips. I would recommend splitting it in half and you kind of getting close to this. So this is the best ways to, if you want to find those more accurate target zones and you feel more confident about, but at the same time, it's scalping. You don't have to always wait till it hits the home run and you good. Like, that's not, you don't always have to do that. You know what I mean? So just like that. I'm not telling you to use it as a TP, but these are soft zones. You can use it what you feel the need to. They're listed here. Woo! And we still got support at 6. All right. We're doing pretty good with time. Y'all can soon drop y'all can actually drop y'all supports. Let me answer questions. Do you recommend to get in after it closes above, or do you wait for the next candle? It's kind of based on how it closes. More than likely, I mean, I still have to even add super trend on the indicators. I mean, more than likely, it should be good if it closes cleanly above 1441. So if it was like 1445 and in the first minute it's going upward, BTC is going upward, it looks good, then, I mean, I would recommend, it looks pretty good. But I always recommend wait 1 minute after the close. Trust me. Also, after you wait 1 minute, you only have 4 minutes left to wait. So, you have a 4 minute window. You don't have to wait that whole 4 minutes after that, but you have a window. So I just don't want you to think you always have a window. You have 4 more minutes left. If you end up not getting in, you might as well wait till the next close and doing the same thing. So the price is close to our entry point. Does that matter? That was such a Drewski moment. What do you mean by entry point? When you mean by entry point, are you talking about 1441? Because that's not technically an entry point. That's just I just don't want to make it seem like it's one of those things you put in an order. But if it has to be above that number, so 1442. But be honest with yourself, because it's how it closes, if it closes above, you should be good. But if it shoots to the moons and it's up here in the 1600s, be smart. Wait for a retracement. All right? You don't make the rules where you don't wait for a close. La, la. All right, cool. How do you count pips on ETH? I need you to watch that's going to be a Monday call type of question. Do you expect a small retest and get in? It depends on how it closes. I don't really see a retest. It really, depend how it closes. You know what I mean? It just depends how it closes. If it closes up to here, then yeah. But if it closes smoothly like up here, it should be pretty good. Did we have a correction anytime soon? There was a correction, literally a candle before this. So maybe a candle, we may see there was an impulse candle right here. So I don't really see a retest, but it really depends how it closes. That's like the biggest thing. But anyways, let's do supports. We're gonna move candlesticks to a line, and we're doing the same thing again. So I'm seeing Morgan Moss, 1361. If you know, you know. Talk to me. Jay Freddick, 1360. Bold and Bright, 1366. Dom, 1365s. A lot of y'all saying 1360s. Cameron, 1369. 1418. I don't think that's going to be a support. That's not a support. I need you on my Monday call. Who said 1418? I really need you on my Monday call. And I need you to, if you can get that blueprint, and it's a step-by-step. All right, so market is shooting. What's BTC doing? BTC is taking its good time. What's XRP doing? Oh, look at XRP. XRP look good. All right, so there's a lot of bullish happening right now in the crypto market. Barely overbought, but interesting. Okay. So let's look at supports. So 1397, we go down. The first level is 1379. Excuse me. Ooh, I know that made someone sleepy when I just did that. I apologize. I wouldn't go here. My only problem is, if you were to do a structure here, what do you do about all this? That's a structure. Definitely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But what are you gonna do when it in 80 pips? Guys, if you ever do a support here, I do want you to know, what do you do when there's another structure right here? You know what I mean? 1865 just feels so far away. I really want to say this. I could see a lot of different ways you can do it. There's an indent here too. We have 3 minutes left. Let's do 1365. I'm gonna re-look at that. I just need to verify that, just to be precise. So let's go back on this one. Let's go back. Oh, look at that. Look at July 16th through July 18th. Let's look at that. Well, July 16th and July 18th all agrees with this structure. Interesting. Do we have a potential area that looks pretty good? Soft. I like the 1320s. 1330s. Yeah, I like 1330s too. I like the 1330s for a potential one for a target zone. That's a tight one. And then you have a far one down in the 12s. All right. So 1365 is a good one with minus 50 pips. That will make it 1360. For that person that said, how do you count pips? If you go on my call and parameters, I pulled up a screen on it's in the second half of the call. I pulled up the screen of how to count how to do parameters, that's also can teach you how to count ETH. So if you just go on my call yesterday, you should see it. Just it's recorded. Hopefully you're still on. 1365 minus 50 pips, 1360, and bam, just like that. Can we get some flames in the chat if you enjoyed this session? My Instagram is KINGSEUN3. Hello. This was such a great session. Oh, wow. I didn't even look at. Oh, wow. I just seen that on. What's BTC doing? That shot up. That shot up right there. I'm very intrigued to see if it's going to fill this whole thing. Interesting. If that's the case, this would be invalid. And if it closes above that, you do need to check for two things. If it keeps going any higher than this amount, you need to check for a potential retracement or a correction. If it shoots any higher than this amount, I would love for it to stop here. If it shoots any higher, you definitely need to check for retracement. So if you're wondering what's the difference between the two, that means if it goes any past this amount, but if it gets in the 1460s, you need to check for a retracement. It's looking like an impulse candle. And if you're wondering what's the difference between the two, a correction is basically the opposite color candle that closes less than 50% of the prior candle. So that's like, which means you're not getting in at 7 o'clock. But that's if you're gonna more than likely getting at 7:15. But it's 14:51. That's not bad. That's actually not bad. So definitely give it 1 minute, and make sure that it doesn't retrace back. Should probably wouldn't, but give yourself 1 minute. Now we got Nick Gomez call and it wicked down. That's actually good. That's actually very good close. That's a good close. 14:43. You have 1 minute, and if it goes up, give yourself 1 minute. You do not get in now. Give yourself 1 minute to make sure it goes upward, and also check BTC. Check BTC. You make sure if you see a red candle and it's coming down, you better chill out. But you have a 5 minute window till 7:05. If any point at 7:05 you see a red candle going down, you do not get in. You got to make sure it's still going up. At any point you see a red candle, you do not touch it. I'm telling you now. You still see a red candle and you still see it on BTC. If you don't see it after 1 minute, you're good. Woo! Hello. Man, I'm not getting enough flames. Can I get enough flames, y'all? Talk to me. Go in Nick's call. Go crazy. Tell him Sean sent you. Baby bang, baby bang, baby. Y'all go crazy. Welcome to Scalper Tuesday on DCX session.
There we go.
And guess what?
This one is now over with. We got the zones. If you are not in the Telegram, I advise you to get in the Telegram. How do you get in there? On this page, if you're on this page, scroll all the way down and click join free group. It's going to put you directly in the Telegram. We already have buy Bitcoin on at these levels on break and close. We just went over that, and same as Ethereum. So we got both of these knocked out. It's 8:02 on the dot. Everybody that's going to Nick's session, go ahead and knock out this NFT Tuesday session, and I'll see you guys next week. Invite people to the next one. It is free. It's free knowledge, free game that you can capitalize off of. So I'll catch you on next week, and please promote.